Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Going for a head shave. I'm going to be using quality Australian cream, Occams. They no longer make this stuff, so as of just now and for the past few months this is now unobtainium. You cannot get this stuff from the seller anymore, the direct seller that makes Occams or made Occams. They may come back eventually, but at the moment you cannot get this stuff. You can still get it at Magard, it's still available there and it's available in a few other stores. Grab it, it's superb. It's not the cheapest of creams, but it's one of the very few creams that I've used that is as good as any soap that I've used. Scent wise, this is just the original. It's just a very light scent, great for sensitive skin. I believe I didn't get any reaction from it whatsoever, but it is definitely a soap that or a cream that I would highly recommend for people with sensitive skin. Now, weight wise, there is 170 grams, I think that's 4 ounces, I think, roughly. And all I do is I just scoop a bit out onto my finger. Always go a bit extra, there's loads there, absolutely loads. All we do is just run it right round the outside of the bowl. And then I'm just going to wet the brush, flick out the excess, and then just add a little bit of soap off my finger on top of the brush. The brush I'm using today is the Brush Guy with the 24mm Boss Knot, which I have now come to the decision, as I've said before, that I don't believe this is a game changer. I think that's just slightly different knots, similar fibre, slightly different makeup. These just seem to be a little bit more, got a better memory in them. They go back where they were when you first moved them. So I've just shoot the excess out there and straight into the bowl. There's not enough in this brush at the moment to actually get a good lather going, but we'll start it, see where we go. Scent strength out the bowl, or out of the tub on this soap, it's around about like a 2. You put a bit of water in it, it gets up about a 3.5 maybe. In terms of what the scent is, I can't remember. I did read it out ages and ages ago, what the actual scent was, but I can't remember. There's a bit of citrus in there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I couldn't honestly tell you. It's nice. It's a nice, refreshing, clean scent. It's just not strong, that's all. Which for you guys out there with sensitive skin is great. It's all natural. I think it's one of the, is this one? I can't remember if this one's got olive oil in it. I cannot remember. It's not actually got one here. What's in it? Is it on the bottom? Here we go. Yeah, olive oil. Now, if you've used a soap or a cream with olive oil in it before, you probably found it quite difficult to lather. For some reason, olive oil just does not like to be lathered. I've tried several olive oil soaps over here, and they're not the best for lathering, but as you can see, I'm not finished yet with this. This needs a bit more water because it's really dry and thick. It's starting to really whip up already. There was a good dip of water that time. But you'll be pleasantly surprised with the lather that comes out of this stuff. It's incredible. It's definitely one that I would recommend for bowl lathering. Most creams I bowl lather anyway because it's just easier to put it in the bowl, whip up an amazing lather. Just dip the tips again. Okay, I'm not there yet, but as you can see, it's getting there. At the moment you can get the crushed lime on Magard. I'm not sure if it's still available. That was a good few months ago when I checked that. When I was looking into this stuff before it was piffed to me. Or it was actually part of a trade from Nick Barriga over here in Australia. This stuff is superb. I think I'm pretty much where I want to be with this. I'll just show you. I'll try and scoop it all out the bowl for you. So there we go. It's just beautiful. Right, let's wipe the face. No, it won't. We'll wet the head. I've just already had my face shave today. It was a good face shave as well, thankfully. I was going to use the West Coast shaving for my head shave as well, but it's drying off now and I don't like getting it back out, re-wetting it and then drying it off again, so I just thought I'd go for some cream, don't have to dry it off, just put the lid back on and boom, it's done. So let's get stuck in. I'm finding out now that this camera angle is maybe not the best for the lighting at night. Let's try the big light on as well. No, that looks maybe like it's maybe a bit better. It's really bright now, but it looks better on the camera to me. Let me see if I can. I've just locked the exposure to see if that makes any difference. This was something I found out through one of the, God, I can't remember who it is. If you remember who you are, or you know who you are, just pop your name down below. I can't remember. But you notice that Ken Surfs does it on his channel. It seems to make a difference. If you don't know how to do it, hold your finger on the screen and then it'll come up auto exposure lock and it'll lock it to the section that you actually choose to lock it to. Just dipping the tips a bit as I go along here because it's a little bit dry. Just needs a bit more water in it, which is good. It just shows you how good this cream is, that it takes up a lot of water. Just trying to lock it in at a better light. I think that's a bit better. I don't know. This is all new to me, locking exposures. I don't know if that's any better. I don't know, I'll leave it at that. It looks a bit better for the actual gloss on the top, you can see what's going on. Razor for today, the Wunderbar by Razor Rock. What else? I'm going to use, yeah that's right, I've used one of them packets up there. Boss Cod. I thought I had one of these open actually, but I'd obviously used them all, and because they're not in my cupboard, I sort of forgot about them, I just keep seeing them up there. So let's rip into this packet. Double wrapped, which is great. Is there any wax? It's one tiny bit of wax, but nothing to worry about. It's a 3-piece razor. This one's got the titanium handle on it. And then we've got the head, which you guys probably can't see it, but it's just precision made. There's no wiggle movement in it, it doesn't move about at all. You pull that out, those posts slot in and there's no gap. As you can see, it's quite, sometimes you've got to sort of wiggle it to get it in. So, I'm talking about the razor by the way, about wiggling and getting it in. Right, the blade's on. Pop the cap on, the base, sorry, and then screw on the handle. You give it a good tighten so that the gap on the side is next to nothing. See, it's almost connected to it, and that's us. So here we go with the grain. Very smooth. Now, in case you're wondering why a lot of the time when I'm doing my head shave, why I rinse after one pass and don't actually use the other side of the blade straight away, it's basically because I like a little bit of water on the razor head when I put it on my head. It just aids in the glide and the slickness of the soap or the cream, whatever you're using at the time. Because you're covering such a large area, it's not like a face shave where you're covering a short little stroke. You're actually, I mean, that's a fair stretch from there to there. Albeit, I don't actually have any hair here because I'm a baldy git. Takes a little bit for the boss cod to smooth it up. It's really smooth at the moment, so I'm only imagining after the first pass it's going to be much better because it's got that Teflon coating. I think it's Teflon on this one. So once you actually break that coating down and get down to the nitty gritty of the blade, that's when it really smoothens up. So you need to give these a bit of time normally. At this stage so far, this has been very smooth. You can feel it's nothing like a Kai blade or a feather. This actually feels very safe compared to those blades. Well, one thing's for sure, I need to put a bit more water into this cream for the next phase because it's a little bit dry, so it needs plenty of water, this stuff. So I'm going to do it now because it's really dry on the back. Right, let's see if that's any better. The good thing with water is you can add it to the lather. It's not the easiest thing to do if you put too much in. You're having to add more soap then, more cream. It's going to be a good test for the razor to see if it can utilise this blade against the grain. I'm not sure if this is the cream of the blade. It feels almost like the blade's gone blunt already. Now that of course is a chance, there is a chance at that as well. Yeah, it's a bit, feels a bit, not tuggy, but feels blunt. That's exactly what it feels like. Let me just see if I can fix this exposure, but it just looks a bit dark. See if that's any better. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Right, get all this gunk out of the sink. I will say that it feels closer than normal, even though I've only just went against with the grain. Which is good. I'm normally not this close. It doesn't feel BBS by any standard, but it feels pretty good. So I'm quite surprised. It'll be interesting to see how it deals with against the grain, this blade. This lather is absolutely gorgeous. 10% battery remaining, so I better get this sorted. Yeah. Let me try this, let me see if this works. Yeah. As you can see, you can just see the gloss on there. I'm just auto exposure locking because I can do it now. Look at that. Beautiful gloss on there. There's a little bit of air in that, but there's not too much. Trust me, it's nothing you need to worry about. Right, let's get back to this auto exposure again. Let's see. What's a good bit of... Right, that looks pretty good. So here we go. Look at that. Incredible stuff, really is. Scoop some of that back into the bowl because I'm going to be adding some water. Quite a lot of water. Because I want the slickness now, I'm not too worried about protection and cushion. It just lathers like a monster though. You really have to experience this stuff. It's that good for a cream. Easily the best cream I've used. I find it better than Castle Forbes, Elvado, Omega, but they're superb, absolutely super. That's how good this stuff is. It's the only cream I've used that actually acts very much like a soap in terms of the lather and the protection and everything else that comes with it. I think I've put too much cream into the bowl, if I'm honest. I think that's what's happening here. I'm just struggling to get it slick enough. I'm having to add so much water to it. The brush is caked, the bowl's full. Wunderbar, Voscod. First time I've used a Voscod in it. First time I've used a Voscod in ages. Not the first time, but let's see what it feels like against the grain. Very smooth. Be interesting to see how it goes on the back. The front and the top of my head isn't really an issue because the skin is so tight. So at this stage, just so you guys are aware, my Timeless has been basically sold. I'll be sending it off tomorrow for someone to try it. If they like it, I'll be transferring some funds and they'll have an awesome razor in the den. It'll get some use. It's just not going to get much use in my den now, unfortunately. Between my Murgress, my Wunderbar, my R41, which has barely had a look in recently, I want to try and get hold of a one blade and a Wolfman, and I'll be pretty much set. I'll be a happy man then. It's a little bit tuggy there. I seem to have this issue with this razor. It's not an issue. It's so efficient. It takes the full clean layer of soap off and takes the residual slickness with it. It's not that these soaps aren't residually slick a lot of the time, it's just that this razor is so efficient. It's not an aggressive razor by any means. It's just super efficient. I can tell you right now I'm going to struggle, really struggle against the grain with this blade. Yeah. I shall be back in a second. Alright, so what I've done, I've switched the blade out of the Voskhod. I've switched it over to the Kai blade that I used on my face shave today. So this was the first head shave from this one blade. I'm starting to mark them now with permanent markers, these Kai blades, because I want to find out how far most of them go. And let's just see what the difference is like. The difference is massive. It's massive. Yeah, it's really, really hard to describe how good this blade is compared to the Voskhod. The Voskhod are great, it's really smooth, but alright for a face shave in my opinion, no good for a head shave. These are efficient, sharp razor blade for a head shave. The Kai, from what I found out reading from a blog of a review, I think I found on Facebook today, it was actually very interesting reading, because straight out of the packet, the Kai blade was a similar sharpness to a Derby. However, after 2 shaves, it was just about as good as a feather, and I can only imagine, it seems to get sharper every use, and it's true, I feel it, I know when I'm shaving with it and how long the blade lasts. After getting 13 shaves, I think, out of one blade, 5 head shaves and 12 shaves, 5 head shaves and 7 face shaves, something like that. Yeah, it's in a whole other league, the blade, the Kai. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money for these blades, but they really, really are worth it. If you haven't tried one, you want to try one, give me a shout, I'll send you a few in the mail. They're really that good. I'm just going to empty this sink out again because it's absolutely chockers full of crap again. And then we'll lather up. It's a 3-pass shave pretty much this time round, basically because of the Voskhod. I'd probably get away with 2 if I'd used the Kai blade from the beginning. So just reinvigorate the lather in the bowl. I might even just put a bit of water into the bowl again. I don't want a thick, creamy lather now, I just want a slick, wet lather. Because this is basically as the stallion says, the money pass. I've added loads of water in here, I just want to show you the difference in the consistency now. But that's from that one. That's still the same stuff. So there's enough there for another 5 passes. There's no irritation whatsoever, none. which is nice when you've been having some pretty average shaves. Well, not been having pretty average shaves, even the ones with the irritation are turning into great shaves. My shave with the Grape Licious, albeit most like the fires of hell burning my face off. The next day, the post shave was great. So, Spencer, who has bought my Grape Licious, my snow dog off me, top fella, really nice guy. I hope he enjoys them, I hope they work for his skin. He's also the guy that's going to be taking the Timeless as well, so I hope he enjoys it. It's a great razor. I'm going to give it a clean up tonight. And it'll be on its way tomorrow. Yeah, this blade's incredible. If I sought to describe these two blades, the Voskhod and this Kai, I'll try and do it in watches. The Voskod's a Casio G-Shock. Does everything it says on the tin, does it well, looks alright, and does a good job. The Kai is like your Tag Heuer, like your Rolex, it's just on a different level. It really is. Super smooth, comfortable. And in my opinion, excellent value for money. I think when you take into account how much feather blades are, I get one head shave out of feather blade, I don't get any more. I had 5 out of this, including 7 face shaves out of one of these blades. I'm pretty confident I could get about 7 or 8 head shaves out of this, quite comfortably, this one blade. And I'm not doing it to show off, I'm doing it because it can take it and it deals with it. It gets better the more you use it, this blade. Of course, as with everything, they've all got their life. A blade won't last forever, it's impossible. But you can give it a damn good go. I think given how expensive these are, they have to be like this. The protection the screen gives you as well. Gives you that confidence just to dig a little bit deeper. Knowing that the razor's not going to slice you a bit, or it gives you that feeling anyway. I'm just going to scoop a little bit of that out there, just for these final little pickups. The great thing with the razor is there's no messing about with the blade. The blade goes exactly where it's meant to go. You can't manipulate the blade, you can't have it on the wrong angle. It goes in and goes exactly where the blade's supposed to be. The only way it won't go where it's supposed to be is if the blade's made incorrectly. And this Occams cream for the Aussie boys out there. I can't remember the name of the site, but there is a site over here in Australia that still has a little bit of this stuff in stock. And I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you like creams, this is one you should have in your den. In my opinion, it's on a different level to most creams out there. That's one of the best head shaves I've had, and God knows how. And I have good head shaves every shave, so that's better than most. I've got zero irritation, I can tell you now. And because of the ingredients, especially having olive oil in there, you've got a post-shave feel that very few things give you. Feels great. Feels absolutely great. Right, what am I doing? Right, I'll just chuck this on first before I start talking rubbish. Bit of Thayer's witch hazel, lemon. No burn, no sting, no nothing. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is astringent. Nothing. I'm serious. There's not even the slightest bit of burn. That's how good this cream is in terms of actually protecting your skin. I'm really looking forward to this post-shave feel. I'm going to be using a little bit of this shortly. Aftershave soothing lotion. Is it soothing? Not just aftershave lotion. Yeah, soothing. From the National Olive Oil Company down in Margaret River in Western Australia. Beautiful stuff, lovely scent. Very similar scented to the Occams cream itself. So the cream we used, Occams Australian cream. Or is it Australian artisan cream? It's a shame these guys aren't in business anymore. I was going to sell this and poof it, and I keep putting it back in my tub, putting it back in my drawers. I'll probably keep hold of it. I forget how good it is. The scent's not super, it's not a standout scent, but it smells nice. And I've had no reaction and a wonderful shave. Beautiful stuff, really, really good. The brush. Some of this stuff out here while it's drying in. It's actually got a bit of a scent, it's quite nice. There is a bit of citrus in the brush. Let me see if I can get this to... Oh, exposure, good stuff. So there we go, the brush. Is that the right way? No, upside down. There's the Beautiful, beautiful brush, lovely knot. It's a really nice knot. If you like natural hair brushes and you want to try synthetic, I'd probably go this one first, because this is the closest you'll get to a natural feel with a synthetic brush. It smells great now as well. Saponificio Maraschino Shaving Grail Ball. Chock full of lather. Chock full of lather. It's a bit airy now because I put heaps of water in it, but great ball, really is. The razor, the Wunderbar, love this razor. It's probably my favourite razor in the den now, has been since I got it pretty much. Super smooth, super efficient, not aggressive, just incredibly built. Surprised me, because Razor Rock soaps put me off Razor Rock. This has really brought me back on board with Razor Rock now, this razor. Even though I didn't go on well with the Razor Rock Hawk, this is superb. And I had the Voskhod blade for with the grain pass, which was nice, pretty smooth. Then it got a little bit tuggy, or a bit rough. Popped the Kai blade in there and just blew the Voskhod away, blew it to smithereens. The Kai blades are on a different level in my opinion. Best blade I've ever used. I've used lots now, lots of blades, lots of Gillettes, feathers, everything. That blade there is hands down the best blade I've used. Right, on to in fact I'll go splash first. Why not? Nivea Too Faced stuff, it's the bollocks. No booing. Oh god, I'm almost excited, and this is super smooth. Yes?
Mama wants to know what time yours at.
She finishes in 10 minutes, about in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And I'll let that dry a bit. How's your day been? I normally just finish there, but I want to finish off on this because this stuff is really nice. This is what I normally put on my wife's legs once I shave her legs. Really nice stuff. It's got a nice scent to it as well. It's full of goodness. I mean, what we got in here: purified water, Australian extra virgin olive oil, sweet almond oil, polo wax, cocoa butter, glycerin, rosehip oil, calendula healing oil, tangerine, patchouli, black pepper, sweet orange, lime and cinnamon, essential oils and carrot root oil. Superb. And post shave is incredible. The menthol starting to kick in now, feels great. I've got a little bit just there. Don't do this at home, kids. He's just a madman. Yeah, that's me. Oh god, that's smooth. Right, little pump. There we go. Yeah, it smells lovely. Once again, it's not a strong scent. That's easily the best head shave I've had in weeks and months. Easily. Hi everyone, and welcome to the office. I ran out of battery and therefore was unable to complete my shave with my usual sign off. As you can see, a nice, shiny, really great post shave from that shave today. I really enjoyed it. I noticed the video was very long, and that's due to the fact the blade from the Voskhod just didn't cut the mustard and cost me an extra pass, full pass on my head. So it'll be feathers, Ascos, probably Gillette and Kai blades that'll touch my hair from now on, just to get the shaves done a little bit quicker. 40 minutes is a bit over the top, way over the top for me. But I did enjoy it, and I think I just took a little bit longer to enjoy it as well. So you guys stay safe, drive safe. Don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.